And here is kind of an outline of what we're going to cover starting next Saturday. We're going to go through, we'll start out with the kind of foundation, option Greeks and how they are used for your trading edge and these different strategies, how that option pricing works, selecting the best strategy. Really important to understand standard deviation for setting up your probability trade analysis, price target, forecasting, things like that. So we'll go through, make sure you understand how to do that. The importance of how to use your option delta for these trade probabilities, how to do that for all your trades to assess, risk. And then we'll get into how, why, and when to take advantage of volatility and volatility skew, the two different skews that we'll talk about as a positive and negative skew, how those can affect and benefit your trade, how that works. And then we'll get into the actual strategy guide. So we're going to go through the process I use for then selecting, what strategy to use and then when to use it based on your market cycle, the environment we're trading, market environment, and the chart pattern. So a really specific selection process for this, which will then kind of guide us to, what then is the best, option strategy to use? What are they and how to use? What's the best, buying strategy? The same, what are they, how to use? And then the best option butterfly, that we use a lot of times, which really provides that huge trading advantage for high volatility markets where we're, combining selling time and volatility and hedging. So these, can provide us returns of 100% to over 1,000% or greater. The major trade advantages of our long option condor, we do a lot of these, and this course will really define, how we use them, when to use them, and why, because there's such a low defined risk, positive theta trade. So then we'll go through the kind of step one, the go-to hedging strategies used, which are typically going to be butterfly condor, and then why, how, why, and when to use that condor spread. All right, so then we'll get into the counter diagonal, which is the other really kind of go-to strategy, which you really need to have for your portfolio trading or investing, which is a medium to could be a long-term directional timing income strategy to use. So how the counter diagonal works to create a market neutral but directional trade, which is defined risk, for both income, getting paid while you wait, and the potential for big profits from market direction, kind of like that Exxon trade. You turn these things from, just kind of keep working them up, for directional moves. Then how to structure it for your profit from the difference in time decay and implied volatility. So we'll go through how to incorporate, taking advantage of volatility skew, and, working that short dated versus the long dated series, selling time and volatility, how, why, and when to use. And then we're going to go through, just the go-to strategies, make sure you understand with a lot of different examples. And so we're going to go through buying and selling options, when we're going to do that, using the vertical debit spreads, calls and puts, butterfly long condors, and the counter diagonal. So these are the kind of go-to strategies we'll cover in this course with really good examples of, how to use, when to use, and the variations of market conditions, how, why, and when, and then also when to use for hedging, and which then I also take you through what I call the progression of hedging using these options to do that. Risk management, how to adjust, reduce your position risk, so we'll go through adjustments. So there's a lot in this course that'll be covered. How to adjust your trade to that free trade, like that Exxon trade, so that's what we're looking at, the steps that we're looking for in that. Make sure that you're going to understand assignment, expiration risk, auto exercise. A lot of people will get pretty freaked out about, short strides getting assigned. So we'll, in this course, we'll lay out what you need to know and just kind of make sure that you're not worried about that, because it's a real simple, way that we can look at options to know we're not going to get assigned. So you'll learn that in the course. So no need to fret about it. And then you've got a good trading library,